Yo, what's up guys? This is Jeremy with Phat Airlines. It's nice to see you all. I'm happy to be here. It's so good to be here on YouTube on the first Saturday of the month. So if you guys didn't know, on the first Saturday of the month, we stream on YouTube. All the other Saturdays, we stream on Twitch. So feel free to join us there as well. But I'm so glad you guys are here today. We got some cool topics we're gonna talk about. It's a topics that I've been seeing a lot on Discord, on social media, you know, just in a bunch of places. You know, people asking, how do you level up quickly? How do you grow your fleet? You know, how do you get more wollars? So those are some of the questions we're gonna answer today. And you know, I love your feedback in the chat. Let me know what you think. If I missed something, let me know, because there's a lot of different ways to play World of Airports, and that's one of the reasons why I love this game. Because some people, they just love handling the computer planes. Some people love handling, you know, player planes. Some people just, you know, just want to make the game into a simulation where they're copying real life. So there's a lot of different ways to play this game, and we're gonna go over some of those tips today. But today we're playing on the Phat Airlines account. So that way, this is my free-to-play account. This account, I did not spend any real-life money on purchases. So I did not buy any gold planes. I've only played the game in order to unlock the gold planes. So this is the account we're gonna be using today to kind of show you all the information you need to know, because these tips apply to both people who pay for gold planes and for people who are free to play. So what's up, Mohammed? We got kamikaze stuff here. What's up, man? We got Made to Move is here. Switching Lambos is here. Hammy's here. Fuzzy Mon is here. Jonas is here. Switching Lambos is here. Christopher Sweeney is here. What's up, dude? Who else is here? Rory Plain, nice to see you, dude. Matrix is here. Mert K is here. Catalan's here. Defoe is here. Defoe, I've been getting a bunch of your planes as random arrivals, man, and I've been holding on to them. They're special to me. Catalan, what's up, man? Cat's Woa Gaming, what's up, man? Who else is here? Soroa. Yep, Phat's playing Phat Airlines today, finally, right? Will you review the WOA suggestions? Probably not today. I haven't had a chance to really look at the World of Airport suggestions, but yeah, some of the ideas are really good. I just want to wait. I want to wait till after the next update to come out, since like it's been a while since 2.2.2's come out, so I think it's a good idea for me to just wait a little bit to go into suggestions, so that way we can kind of hit it right after the next update. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Who else is here? The Phat Rican has a major skill issue. What's up, man? What's up, Eric? What's up, Christina? We got who else? I think it's everybody. Yo, DR Trading. All right, nice to see you guys. The WOA suggestions are actually quite good right now. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till like right after an update before I go into suggestions, because the last thing I want is for people to think that since we're going over it today that it's possible it'll be in the next update. So that's when we're gonna do it. But today we're gonna talk about how to level up quickly. So we're on Phat Airlines. Phat Airlines is my free-to-play account, and if you see here, I got a couple low-level, you know, airports: level 0, level 1, level 33, 11, 0, 61, 42, and we got 3 events going on in this game for today. So just so you know, every single day there's new events, new daily planes that you can handle in your airports. So at midnight at Prague time, that's when a new event starts again. That's when your new daily event begins. So you want to make sure your first tip is to make sure you're grabbing these event planes. Even if you're not playing that airport, you know, consistently, go into the airport. You want to load up the airport, go into your contracts, and accept those event planes. Especially when you're lower level. Let's say you go into contracts here. Especially when you're lower level, if you turn this card around, you'll see you only need to handle this plane once, and then the rewards are 10 silver planes and 5 XP. At level 0, 5 XP is going to get me to level 3 immediately. So that's really good. Even if you don't play that airport right away, you can just hold on to it as long as you have contract capacity. If you're running tight on contract capacity, you might want to handle it so that way you can get rid of the plane and then it releases that contract from you. We're not going to play Nagoya just yet. We're going to go to another airport so that way we can accept those other events as well. So we got, San Diego, where I'm level 61 at San Diego. San Diego was my main airport on Phat Airlines for quite a while. What I did on this account was I focused on one airport at a time because this is my casual account, my free-to-play account. I didn't play it every single day. So this is an airport that I'm winding down on. But still, I want to go in here and we're gonna go. Ooh. A124, nice. So we're gonna go in here and accept that contract, and that's tip number one. Make sure you're accepting those contracts. You see here, I've reached level 61. I unlocked the premium pass, and we're max level here at San Diego. So there's not much reason to keep playing at San Diego, except for all these other player planes. So you see here, I got Mr. K's plane right here. Still get 1,000 silver planes for handling this plane. Even with these other planes from like Eskil right here, 400 silver planes. You don't get XP once you're maxed out, but you don't really need to worry too much about XP when you are max level. So yo, what's up, Brendan? Brendan's is level 75 at LHR. That's what's up, man. I know at LHR, I think level 76 is max level, right? So that's really good, man. 3 airports have already been suggested. I think in the channel it says don't give airport suggestions, right? Nice. All right, cool. So we're gonna keep talking about this. Now, I got 3.2 million wollars here at San Diego. So how did I do that, right? I'll let you know. If you look at my fleet right here, I'm gonna go to my fleet. I got a bunch of planes here, and this is a very key factor for a lot of new players. Is you want to get fleet planes. Fleet planes in general will give you more money than the same exact plane that's coming from another player or from a regular airline. So as I got more planes in my fleet, the money just kept on piling up. Now you need to be aware, especially like with the A388, when you're sending it out to destinations, you want to make sure that the demand is there, because if the demand is not there, then you're not going to make a lot of money on it. You can't go broke in this game. You can't really go bankrupt because you're always going to be able to make money, but you still want to be how do I word it? You still want to make the plane as profitable as it can be. So that's tip number one, right? That's another tip. So this A306F, I'm gonna see if I have an A306F that can land as well, so we can compare it. I don't, so I'm just gonna buy one so I can show you guys. So we're gonna go to configure and buy. Actually, let's see if I have one that's available here. No. Oh yeah, right here. But that's any airport. I like saving up my planes that can be used at any airport, like this A319. You could tell that this plane can be used at any airport because it doesn't have the airport tag on it. I like to save those up for when a brand new airport gets released. We know Sydney might be the next airport that gets released in World of Airports. So having L planes is going to be beneficial. Medium planes, not so much, because I don't think they said a 738 can't make it from Sydney to any playable airport. So might not be as beneficial. But anyways, let's buy this A306F so I can show you guys what that profit looks like. So we're gonna go ahead and change the airplane. I'm gonna filter it to cargo and L. And here's an A306F. We're gonna put basic 3, and we're gonna throw on my colors because it's Phat Airlines. Investing in your fleet will get you a better change to get rich. Agree. Yes, agree. All right, nice. So yeah, we're gonna wait. We're gonna see this A306F and we're gonna assign it to a destination. I can even assign it to the same destination that UPS is at, and I'll do that, and we'll see if there's any Waller difference between UPS and my own plane. In general, you should get more Wallers on your own plane than you do for a non plane that's not in your own fleet. So that's another tip that you want to do to get more Wallers. Now, the cool thing about this new update in 2.0 is that World of Airports is giving you a bunch of planes, especially if you have the premium pass. So if you click on up here on the airport name, you'll see you get contracts and the free pass. You get an airplane, an E170 for free. So this means you're getting a free airplane to your airport without having to unlock the airplane, without having to buy the airplane for Wallers. So that's really nice. I do have a tip about that too later on for you guys, so stay tuned. You get contracts as well, but like, look at the premium pass. Almost like every other level, you're getting another plane, which is fantastic. Look at here. In the free pass at level 33, you're getting an A332 airplane for your fleet at San Diego. So those are the kind of things that you just want to make sure you're redeeming it and that you're accepting it. So that's going to be beneficial. In some airports though, you get like some not so great planes, and I'll show you how to sell planes too, because that's another way to get Wallers. Kamikaze stuff said having big S planes helps a bit. Yes, I agree. The smaller S planes like the AT-43, I don't really use too much. They do bring slightly more money than a non-player AT-43, but it's so small you can barely see it. When you get into the bigger planes, that's when you really see it. How do you transfer contracts? You can't transfer contracts right now. The only contracts you can really, oh, well, hold on. You're saying transfer contracts. I'll tell you that in a second. Transfer contracts, what that means to me is you played before 2.0. So if you played before 2.0 and you unlock destinations and you unlock certain liveries or planes to arrive in your airport, you can look at my no planes arriving video for like some nostalgia on how it used to be, how you used to unlock destinations and arrivals. But if you had played before 2.0, you go down here to contracts, and then you go to transferred. You'll see all the planes that you've unlocked for contracts will appear here on the list. They're unsorted, or they might be sorted. I just can't figure out how. But you can just quickly transfer them back in, which makes them an active contract. So this is great for people who played 2.0 before 2.0, because you have this already available to you, especially if you're like looking to complete your Woapedia. So let's say like right here, I need the Sun Country 738 in my Woapedia. I can transfer that contract in, and now it's gonna show up as a plane that's eligible to land. So that is pretty cool. One tip for leveling up fast: get someone sending you a lot of planes. In my experience, someone sent me 20 planes to your Leipzig when you started Leipzig. Now after 2 months, you're 7 levels away. What's up? What's up, Dr. Trading? You don't have to spam, bro. All right, cool. So we got the UPS Airlines right here, which is going to SDF. All right, we're gonna assign this plane to SDF as well. What is SDF? SDF. Is that Nashville? No. Alright, I'm gonna have to look at the map. Hold on one second here. We're gonna go to blanking out. Guys, help me out. SDF. They're sorted alphabetically. SDF. Oh, Louisville. I forgot I could click on the card and it shows me. So let's go to Kentucky. Dang, 59,000. I don't know if I want to do this, man. 59,000 wallers so I can get a contract to this destination. I'm gonna do this for you guys so I can show you exactly why you should get wallers, but I wouldn't recommend this. Dang, that's a lot of money. It's gonna take me 60 round trips, 50 something round trips to make my money back. But we're gonna do it because I want to show you guys. Boom. Look at this. All right. So we got an A306F from UPS that's giving me 849 wallers. Right? That's not bad. I mean, it's an L plane and it's gonna help you with, you know, getting more wallers. But that's like as much as like a medium, or it is a smaller large plane, right? So that's really good money. But look at my own plane that's going to the same exact destination, and look at how many wallers this is going to bring me in. It's going to bring me 2,792. That's almost almost 3 to 4 times as much wallers as that UPS plane. So this is why I tell everybody you really need to like build some fleet planes or buy some fleet planes, because that's going to help you with getting more wallers a lot faster. Once you have wallers, you can unlock stands, you can buy more planes, you can buy equipment, you can, you know, there's so many things you can do with the wallers. So that is for that. We're gonna go ahead and start that handling. That was 60,000 wallers to pay for that destination though. I've never done that before. By the way, for the A306 wallers comparison, take into account you don't get full wallers on the first handling. I think you do now. I think you do, but maybe you don't. I think before 2.2.2 or maybe even .1, it used to be that way, Soroa. But I think now you do get the full amount on the first and the last ones. But we'll double check when it comes back. How long is it gonna take? Oh, 2 hours. This stream isn't going to be, well, I don't think I'll be in San Diego in 2 hours if the stream is actually 2 hours. So I'll take a look and I'll make a comment on this video. I'll pin the comment if it is actually even more wallers than 2,800. But even still, 2,800 is not bad. All right, let's land more planes. Here's another tip this is a tip for leveling up faster. And this tip might not be for everyone, but once you have an airport with, like, I would say about 40 or more contracts, and you have more than, like, let's say more than 20 planes coming in to arrive, you might want to consider using the approach manager. Now, I know not everybody has a ton of silver planes, but the good news is you do get 100 silver planes for free daily. All you gotta do is click on this plus here, and then you can click on right here. I already redeemed my free silver planes, and then you can get another 100 silver planes for free by watching an advertisement. So if you have more than 20 planes waiting for arrival, I highly suggest activating the approach manager. This necessarily won't like help you level up faster, but it will be a lot more efficient. That approach manager will automatically land your planes for you. So all you have to do is assign planes a gate or a stand, and then the approach manager is going to automatically land them. So you don't have to take a look. You don't have to, manually clear them. I only suggest it if you have 20 or more, because if you have less than 20 that's waiting for arrival, then you might not need all 15 minutes of that manager. So that's another tip, so that way you can help level up faster, because the more planes you have at your gates, the faster you're going to be able to handle them, right? So I much rather have more planes on the ground at the gates and not have the handling crew to handle them all at the same time than to have them in the air and then have to wait for them to land again. So that's one of my other tips, is you want to make sure that if you have more than 20, that you're doing the approach manager. Now, my rule, especially at at London Heathrow, What I tend to do is if I have 30 planes waiting to land, then I usually do about 1 minute per plane in my head. So if I have 30 planes to land, I'll do 30 minutes of that manager. If I have 120 planes to land, I'll do 2 hours of that manager. So that's just my general rule. It tends to work really well at London Heathrow, especially since you have planes crossing the runway on that arrival runway. But just something to keep in mind. Oh, so Roa, that's a great point. So it says when it comes back, it'll have completed its contract, so you won't get the full wollars again. You'll have to wait until the third handling. Well, I'm glad at least that my point was proven, even if I'm not getting the full wollars. So I'm gonna have to handle it a couple times. That's true, but yeah. Now I know not everybody has 3 million wollars to spend at their airports, right? So that's why you want to go in here, redeem the contracts, redeem the free planes. Now sometimes you might get a free plane that you're not interested in. Let's look at my fleet option right here. Let's say like this AT75F, right? I'm gonna go ahead and claim this plane, but really I'm at the point where in the beginning of the airport I would say use this plane, but now I'm max level. There's not really a huge use for an AT75F when I can have a B463F instead. So there's a couple things you can do. Oops, I hit the wrong button. You can land the plane and get it to its gate, and then handle it, send it to a destination, do all the things and make wollars that way. But for some people, especially if you don't play a lot, you might want to consider, especially those small planes, is turning the card over and hitting the sell button. Now you can only sell a plane in your fleet if it's not on a contract. So if your plane is on a contract, even if it's on a non-player contract, you cannot sell. You see, when I look at these other planes, all of them are on contracts and they all just say cancel. Once you cancel a contract, then you're gonna be able to sell it. But for this AT75F, another way to make wollars is just to sell the plane that you get for free. For this one, you're gonna get 18,450 wollars. That's really good, especially if you're still trying to build more gates, build more stands, more terminals. That's gonna help you with getting more handling crew, more contract capacity, because every new gate that you unlock gets you 1 extra handling crew and it gets you 1 extra contract capacity. So that's for every new gate. If you add another size to a gate, it doesn't really do that for you. But even still, it's such a good thing to have, especially on some of those smaller planes that really, it would take you like 30 to 40 handlings, I'm estimating, because that's such a wide range of numbers, right? But it'll take you 30 or 40 handlings, so you have to handle that plane 40 times before you're really making that 18,000 back, even more on some of these planes. So you're most of the times better off selling them right away. I like to keep them myself because I just like having fleet planes. But if you're trying to grow, trying to level up fast, and you're trying to get more wollars, that's another way to get ahead. Another idea should be someone buy a plane, for example the E190, instead of expanding the airport. It depends where you're at. I mean, in general, I'm all about that. Buy a plane instead of doing unlocking an airport. Now, but it depends. If you're only at Innsbruck and you're getting bored, this is what I did on my Phat Empire account. We had started a brand new account called Phat Empire, which is my stream only account. So that way everybody can see exactly all the things I do on stream. I upload, supposed to upload the replays onto my Phat Airlines replays channel, so that way you guys can follow along. I've been missing out on doing that, apologies. But what I'm trying to get at is, on that account, I just didn't want to just play Innsbruck. So I used gold planes to unlock San Diego. And that really helped me with, kind of getting more silver planes too. But at first, it's really, really slow. And I did use some gold planes as well to unlock some plane models as well. Phat, have you prepared at all for the alliance system that's coming in the future? It's hard to prepare, in my opinion, Firecar, because don't know what that feature is going to look like. Is there an unlimited amount of people that can join an alliance? What does the alliance feature allow you to do? Is it where we can use each other's planes? Is it where we can transfer planes to one another? There's a lot of different things that alliance feature could be in World of Airports that makes sense in World of Airports. We were talking about it on Twitch a couple weeks too. It's like, is there going to be like an alliance level up system? That's something completely possible as well. But we have no idea. So all I know is I'm going to have my own alliance for sure. That's a definite fact. We're going to have a Phat Airlines alliance. It's going to have a different name than just Phat Airlines Alliance. But we're going to have one. But once we know more details, then we'll be sure to go ahead and really put into prep for it. You guys have a lot of planes to land at LHR. I'm afraid to go to my LHR. Yo, what's up, Pat Nalla? Pat Nalla said, I'm new to the game. You unlocked regional and Muscat. Nice, congrats. Need tips to grow fast? You're in the perfect place here. The first tip I gave was to buy some planes for your fleet. It's going to get you more wollars. That's going to get you some it's going to get you more wollars, which is really going to help you to buy more planes and essentially keep compounding it to the point where you're going to have 3 million wollars in your airport and essentially not know what to do with it. Ooh, my first F-14. Dude, I've been playing this airport to max level, and this is the first time I've handled the F-14. That's sad. Yo, what's up, Plane X Gaming? Katsuoa said, I remember the first Phat Empire stream. Nice. Ice Neon, what's up, man? Thanks for popping in. Firecar said, I believe there will be a limit of 50 people. Maybe you can donate to each other and have leaderboards. Ooh. It'd be cool if you can compete with other alliances as well. If there is like an alliance leaderboard, then I would probably on my Phat Airlines Discord is have a place so everybody can place like can share their alliance leaderboard, so we can kind of indirectly compete that way. I'm all about competing. I like competition. Oh, I forgot to put the ramp agent on. All right, so another tip for people who are looking to level up fast is to get a lot of player planes. Now, I know somebody mentioned this in the chat earlier, but it's such a key part of why I leveled up so fast. Now, I have, if you look at my list over here, right, I have, let's just go through all of my planes, right? I have this is my fleet plane. This is a incoming connection. This is coming from Meek Raven of Bronze Realm. But look at this, I get 130 XP for this plane for finishing this contract. That's amazing. It does take a while to get to level 10, to finish 10 handlings. But once you do, it starts just like rolling on, because you get it with one plane, then you get it with another plane, then it just keeps happening. And then like you're gonna have days where you're gonna have like 10 planes that are finishing all at once. Then you're gonna have some days that are 0 planes. But even still, it helps so much. So look, another player plane. Here's my own plane. Player plane, player plane, player plane, my own plane, players. So get connections, get contracts with other players, especially players that are that play. You want a mix of players that play frequently and players that don't play as frequently. I find it very satisfying when you get a player that plays frequently, because you get their planes every single day. But it's also nice to have some players that don't play as frequently, because every once in a while you'll see those planes, and then you'll kind of progress, and that connection will finish. If you're a player that plays every single day, you know, even if you're not, I want to invite you guys to the Phat Airlines Discord, because on our Discord we have a contract board, and I know for me, anytime that I have a plane that's available to send to somebody, I look at the contract board first. So that's important to me, is that I always look at the Phat Airlines contract board first. As you can see here, as you can see over here, you know, even in this airport, I have a bunch of planes I still need to claim. And, you know, don't forget, I also played before 2.0, so I have all these planes I can transfer in too. Actually, it's not as much anymore, but I have these planes here that I can transfer in. So that's one of the things I would like to suggest. Now, another way to kind of level up fast is, you know, to buy more stands. You know, when you're buying more stands, I have all the stands here at San Diego. So let's see if I can go to another airport. We're gonna go to what airport would I not have all the stands? Leipzig. Can I send a plane to you? Yeah, join the Phat Airlines Discord. I think !Discord would will put the link into the chat. All right. So let's see. Do I have all the stands here? I don't think I will. All right. I have all the stands over there. What about over here? Nice. All right. Here's another tip for leveling up fast, right? Now, in this airport, I got 1.6 million wollars. It's a lot of wollars, right? But this still applies to everybody, anybody who's really playing World of Airports, because there's going to be a time where you're going to run up on your contract capacity, and if you want to get, or you're going to run up on not having enough handling crew. Now, the cool thing with both of those features is that you can get more handling crew and you can get more contract capacity. So the handling crew, right, you can get 5 more for 1 hour for 100 silver planes. You can get 3 more for 4 hours for 250 silver planes, or you can get 3 more for 2 hours for free. So that is one way to get additional handling crew, but that's temporary. If you want permanent handling crew, you can buy 1 for 10 gold planes, or you can buy 5 for 45 gold planes. I gotta tell you guys, I've never bought handling crew for gold planes. And if you are tempted to buying handling crew for gold planes and you don't have the premium pass, you better buy the premium pass first. And the reason why I say that is because this premium pass at Leipzig, it's 80 gold planes, okay? So if you're gonna buy handling crew for 45 gold planes, that means essentially if you're gonna pay 80 gold planes for the premium pass, you want to get at least 10 handling crew, okay? So here you get 4 handling crew at that level. You get another 4 here. That's 8. You already made your money back in gold planes. And I think there's one more right here, 12. You've made money on your gold planes from the handling crew alone. So I've never bought handling crew, but especially if you don't have the premium pass, buy the premium pass first, okay? Anyways, there's ways to get more handling crew without the premium pass, without buying gold planes. But also, let's talk about contract capacity. I always use the contract capacity for 1,000 silver planes and 2,500, adding more contract capacity. These are all permanent. So you add 1 more, you add 3 more. These have a 48-hour cooldown, the one with the silver planes. The ones with the gold planes, where you get 5 extra contract capacity for 6 gold planes, or you get 10 extra contract capacity for 9, they only have a 24-hour cooldown. I've used these too on my Phat Empire account, especially where we had so many player contracts coming in, I needed to keep up. But typically, I usually suggest these, especially if you're getting the 10,000 silver planes every single week. You might want to consider just adding more contract capacity. On my main account, I got 430,000 silver planes. So, and I buy the 10 gold planes and the 1 gold plane and I buy the contract capacity in every single airport, and I still haven't really gone down. I've only gone up. So it's possible, you know, to be able to use all of this. You either just have to play a lot or you get there. I see your question, Sinad. How to set up flight, profit, business, economy, first class? Yeah, we'll talk about there. Hammy said, Phat saving gold planes for the Concorde. Dude, by the time I have enough gold planes for the Concorde, price is probably gonna change. They're gonna update the model, and then it's gonna be twice as expensive. All right, let's talk about, you know, this is another helpful tip. So when you unlock a terminal, you've got Terminal West over here, right? 20,000. You got Cargo North, also 20,000. So when you unlock a terminal, you get one handling crew and one contract capacity. So that's one way to kind of help you out. I don't normally recommend unlocking terminals if you still have gates to unlock. The reason why is because terminals in general are just a lot more expensive than gates. So we're gonna look at these gates over here, right? So we got the small and medium stand right here. So same thing. If you need more contract capacity, you need more gates. You need more contract capacity, you need more handling crew. Just buy another gate, another stand, and that's gonna open up your extra capacity. You know, now I'm at 90 handling crew. That's one way to kind of just expand what you're able to do. Now, if you use the tip that I gave you before, where you sell your planes. So, do I have any bad planes here? Let's see. We're gonna go to my fleet here. We're gonna go my fleet. I like all these planes at Leipzig, so I'm not gonna sell the plane. But if you look back at the video, right, I sold a plane at San Diego, and selling a plane is gonna get you some money, so that way you can buy stands, and then that's gonna help you with, you know, growing your airport and getting more contracts and doing more things in world of airports. So that is another tip for you guys. Somebody wants to see about plane configuration, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna accept all these contracts. This is my Phat Airlines account, so just a heads up that I don't play Phat Airlines account every single day. If you want send me a contract, you can feel free to send me a contract to my main account, the Phat Rican. On that account, I play it almost every single day. I'm playing London Heathrow and Washington airports almost daily. I'm playing Leipzig and Muscat almost every other day. And then I'm playing San Diego on the Phat Rican as well, almost every other day. So those are my 5 main airports. I do not play Innsbruck, Bari, or Prague on the Phat Rican. I do not play those airports at this time. That might change in a couple weeks, but for now, that's what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna transfer in, we're gonna transfer in a plane so I can show you about airplane configuration. Now, airplane configuration only applies to planes that are medium or larger. You cannot, and they have to be passenger planes. You cannot configure a cargo plane. You cannot configure a small plane. So we're gonna go to fleet down here. We're gonna transfer in a 789. All right. So you don't even have to let the plane land to configure the plane. So you just go to large here, and then you can hit the settings button, and it brings you to the hangar. The hangar lets you change your colors, so I like to do that first. All right, and then you got the person sitting on their chair icon right here. So you got different options where you can kind of set the economy, where you can have 100% economy seats, which is 420. You can have 100% the maximum amount of business class, which then reduces your economy to 294, and then you have 34 business class. You can have 100% the most amount of first class, which gives you 17 in first class and 297 economy. And as you notice, if you notice, the range changes as you change the amount of the seat configuration. So I went from 6,700 all the way up to almost 7,700. If I do 100% first class, I get even further, 7,800. So that is a little bit about plane configuration. But what I like to do too is I like to click on the reference destination. When you reference the destination, you get the map. And the map shows you all the destinations that this plane can go to. The planes, the airports that are opaque, that are solid, not see-through, those airports are the ones your plane can go to with your current configuration. So, for example, it can go to all the player airports. Actually, let's see. London Heathrow, right? I can't send my plane from Leipzig to London Heathrow. But there might be a possibility if you change your configuration, right? Because if you look at the demand, this has 241 demand for economy, 36 demand for business, and 7 demand for first class. So what you can do is you can adjust the sliders. I would probably, let's adjust the sliders. And now I can start to send this plane to London Heathrow. All right. So actually what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put 7 first class, because that's the demand right here on this airport. And then we'll put the rest right here. Yeah, this is tough. So I still have way too many economy seats. I have too few business seats and just enough, first class seats. So I probably wouldn't send a 789 to London Heathrow. If you look, you get 610 profit per round trip. You could probably adjust these sliders a little bit to get a little bit more profit. 616 if I win 100% business. Yeah, you're not making a lot of money on that route in particular, but because you have way too many seats for the demand. So I wouldn't suggest that route, but you could still look at other routes here. Like let's go to Muscat, for example, where you got 547 demand, 42 demand for business, and 15 for first. And then right there, no matter what kind of configuration we have, we're gonna meet the demand. So what I like to do with this is I like to kind of put the sliders and look at the profit. You see the profit going to 3313. 3313 was the highest I've seen just so far. Up here's 3364. So I just keep that in mind. 3364 at 30. Then I do the same thing for first class. If I get anything higher, up 3372. Up 3402. That's 13 first class. Now I'm sure there's a more scientific way, data-oriented way to kind of do this, but this is just the way I do it while I'm playing the game without spreadsheets and all that, where I just look and I adjust. Here's 3420. And I think that's going to be the highest we're going to find. So I just kind of adjust where I use some of the higher values that we're finding. So you see this one is at 3372 when I have 10 first class. Even though this is higher right here at 13, no matter how many business class I add, it's always a lesser profit. So I'm reducing the amount of first class to the next highest number, 3372. And then as I adjust this, I actually found a higher number than what we found before, right? And then I'll do the same thing one more time right here at 6, where it's 3243. Because you see, if I have 7, the profit goes down. If I have 5, the profit goes down. And then let's see if we get anything higher than 3420. No. So it looks like the configuration for Muscat, at least, and it might be for the same for all the airports, because I'm pretty sure I use the same configuration on most of my planes, but this is the configuration to use from Leipzig to Muscat, and it's 10 business, 10 first class, and you're in business. So that is that plane for you. Question: you're not able to fill the slots in the airport. You still need to unlock some slots in Muscat. Do you recommend unlock those or strictly work on own fleet or an LX contracts? It's gonna be tough for anybody to really fill up the airport. The only time my airports really get full is if I am putting the manager on. If I assign all the planes a gate, and then I turn the approach manager on. So if I turn the approach manager on, and then I assign all the planes a gate to go to, then that's when I get all my planes, kind of filled in. You also want to not assign maximum handling crew if you want to see a full airport. So you want to assign like the bare minimum. Let's see if I have planes over here. These planes are ready to handle. So like you can assign only 4 instead of assigning 5, and you're gonna get a much fuller airport because the planes will be at the gates a lot longer. What I end up doing is I'll put on the approach manager, and then I'll step away for 15 minutes, right? Because all the planes are assigned a gate already. So then I'll step away for 15 minutes or so. Then I come back, and now I got a bunch of planes at my gates. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to get a full airport in this game. I think even in real life, you very rarely see a full airport, but maybe it's just the airports I'm looking at. What else? Passenger plane at Leipzig, yeah, it is trash. When's update 2.2.3? Who knows? What we do know is that they are working on the A35K remodel. So I'm glad you asked that, because I kind of almost forgot about this till you asked about that. So the A35K is getting a remodel. Is it unlocked? No. This plane right here, it's the first generation. It was one of the original planes in World of Airports, right? Or one of the planes in World of Airports, first generation planes. So this plane is getting a remodel, similar to how the B789 got a remodel and the B462 got a remodel. Now, with both of those planes, when those planes got remodeled, the price of the plane went up. So what I'm telling everybody now is, if this is a plane that you want eventually in your fleet, I would highly advise you to unlock it now before the price goes up. Now you'll see it's 48 gold planes to unlock, plus you need 366,000 wollars. So it's going to be tough. It might be tough for some people, but the price will go up. We don't know how much it's going to go up to, but I think the other planes like doubled in price. So just something to keep in mind. And when the plane's base price goes up, the livery price goes up as well. The liveries are a portion of that price, of a percentage of this price. So just something to keep in mind. If this is a plane model that you want to see, that you want to use, you definitely want to consider unlocking it sooner rather than later. Okay. This is my free-to-play account, so I'm okay with the planes I have unlocked right now. On this account, I'm not going to unlock the A35K just yet, but it is a good idea for anybody else who really wants another L plane. Who knows what kind of updates they're going to have, but I think it looks really nice. Roy Plane said, do I get Muscat? It depends what airport you're at, but I think Muscat is a really nice airport to use, yes. Do you get it? I mean, if you already have San Diego unlocked, I would not pay gold planes to unlock. I would not pay gold planes to unlock Muscat, because you can just play some San Diego to unlock Muscat. Now, if you buy gold planes, like, it's your money. You do what you want to do with it, right? But you're much better off, in my opinion, especially if you already have San Diego, to unlock a plane model or to unlock a premium pass versus unlocking another airport. Especially if you have San Diego, just use those gold planes. I know it's more gold planes to unlock a premium pass than anything else, right? But I'm telling you, that premium pass is just so good. It gets you I mean, look at here at Leipzig, right? I don't have the premium pass here, so I would benefit so much by unlocking it right now. I would get an AT-76. I would get 17,000 wollars, 400 silver planes immediately. I would get a CRJ-9, you know, even more wollars, so that's 20,000, 26,000, 4 more handling crew, 2 more planes. I get a free livery. This livery I think cost me like 2 or 3 gold planes. More contract capacity. We're at 29,000 wollars, 32,000 wollars, 36,000 wollars, more airplanes, 40,000 wollars, another airplane, more handling crew, 44,000, another airplane, 48,000 wollars, another livery. Yeah, I think my point is coming across, but like, even if you're a higher level, it's still worth it. You get all these planes, you get all these liveries, you get these wollars. Yeah, get the premium pass. Now another thing I've been doing lately is I've been mixing in, so when I'm leveling up, because right, a lot of you guys are looking how to level up, so you want to have player contracts, right? I have all these player contracts, you know, Hammy, Mert, both great, you know, connection partners for me. I really appreciate your contracts, by the way. And what I like to do recently is I like to send my planes on player contracts, but I also like to start sending my planes on random contracts. So this, I just recently released a video yesterday. I released a video about contracts, right? So you click on, you know, you have a plane, you assign a contract, and you can assign it here, and then you have 2 options where you can send a contract request to a player, or you can send it to any player. And the cool thing is that this is free. You saw how in San Diego, I had to pay 60,000 wollars for a contract to Louisville. That was crazy. I can't believe I did it, but I did it. And here, sending a contract to a playable airport is free, but you do have a limitation. And all the airports, actually, you have a limitation on how many you could send. You know, you got it right here, 3 and 4, 3 passengers, 4 cargo, you know, 3 passenger, 3 cargo. So Muscat's limit is 3 passenger, 5 cargo. So what I've been doing a lot more lately, and this works especially for my casual account, because then I'm not holding up contract capacity on another player, is I've been sending contracts on random destinations, on random arrivals. So it's still going to Muscat, but it's also going on a random arrival. I do that because I'm not playing this airport every single day, so I'm not messing someone else up. But I'm gonna transfer in another 789, so you can see the difference. Where is it? So you can see the difference between a player contract and a non-player contract. Actually, I don't even have to send it in. You can just hit the upgrade button on the contract card and you can see it all. So you see here, I'm at the one contract handling. So after this plane comes back, I'm gonna get 2 XP, like, yay. And then I get to upgrade. So then I have to handle the plane 2 more times, and I get 5 XP, yay. Then I have to handle it, you know, after I handle it 2 times, then I get to upgrade it, and then I get 3. I get this level, and then I get 9 XP. Woo! So, I mean, it's really not a lot of XP until you get down to like 7 or more. But if you were to send a player contract, which I'm going to do on that other 789, is get to the 10 level immediately, where you get 643 silver planes and 98 XP. So for this one plane, this 789 that's going to Muscat on a random arrival, I need to handle this plane 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 times before I can get to the maximum rewards. Whereas on a player contract, you get the maximum rewards just for handling it 10 times. So that's a huge benefit for for players, especially if you play daily. If you play once a day, even just for an hour, for 15 minutes in a day, you can really get a lot of progress done. So I'm gonna get that other 789. We're gonna get it landed. I'm gonna configure it again with a 10 and 10. Let's make it my colors. I'm gonna configure it 10 and 10. Apply. We lost the rewards. That's funny. All right. Imagine the Concorde gets remodeled. It should get remodeled eventually. I'm okay with it being like the last plane they remodel, but I think they shouldn't wait for it to be like the last plane they remodel, because it is a plane that they like to use for special events, you know. So we get a lot of the daily events with Concorde sometimes. So having the old model is not so nice, you know. All right, guys. If I miss your chat, I'm gonna look at chat for a while we're waiting for this plane to get to the gate. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in chat. Sarona said, not more passengers in Leipzig. I know. I've never used gold planes to unlock airports. You have them all. Nice, made to move. I want to say the same, but I did actually use gold planes to unlock London Heathrow on the day it got released. However, I did level up St. Martin like 2 days later, to the point where I was able to unlock London Heathrow. I think if the update came out and I wasn't streaming that day already, because you know, World of Airports did a live stream, so I was co-streaming their stream on my stream, and then they released the update. So I was like, oh, time to play. If that didn't happen, I would have waited and I would have played LHR without paying gold planes. But since I was on stream, I was like, all right, people are here, let's play some LHR. That's why people want to see. Or update version in cargo, flight distance with high profit, shot distance with cargo, and don't know what that means. Sorry. It's 1,000 gold planes to unlock the Concorde. Yep, you got that right. It's kind of expensive, but it's a nice plane, man. I was gonna transfer one in, but Soroa doesn't want me to transfer any more passenger planes. So no more passenger planes for today. In Leipzig, at least. Uh-oh. Look at all these Antonov planes I have. Just chilling here. These are all my event planes. So in the beginning of the stream, I was telling you guys just to redeem the event planes. And that's what I did, you know. This is an event plane. This is an event plane. This is an event plane. Actually, you're better off looking right here. Right? I got one event plane, two event plane, another one, event. I don't know why these are gold locals, but they're probably reward planes. I think those are my event planes. Yeah, I come in, whenever I open up the app and I see there's event planes in an airport that I have unlocked, even if I don't intend on playing that airport today, I still redeem it, you know? What's up, X Gaming? What's up, Mexico Ball? Hey, Phat, when I handle my E190 to Bari, can you focus on my E190 since you need 2 more handlings? It's your birthday today? Nice. Happy birthday, man. It's to my Bari? Yeah, sure. I don't play Bari a lot, so thanks for the heads up. I can go there today. Now, another tip, too, is for all you guys, when you're at like when you're in the beginning levels, especially, you want to have a mix of player planes, fleet planes, and non-player planes. You want to have a mix, that way you can still progress through the rewards. You know, in the beginning, the levels are pretty quick. So If you only have player planes in the beginning, it's gonna take you forever just to get to level 5. But if you have some non-player planes, you'll be able to get to level 5 with no problem. So you start off with these rewards immediately. Then you redeem this contract that's gonna help you get more XP, more silver planes. Then you get these silver planes. Then you get this contract, which will help. Right here is where it really speeds things up, because then you get more handling crew. You get more wollars, which is nice because that helps you buy more gates, because gates will give you more stands. Gates are stands. Gates will get you more contract capacity, and it'll get you more handling crew, which lets you get more planes and handle more planes at the same time. Then over here, more contract, you get an airplane for free. So like, if you were waiting for 10 handlings on that one player plane, unless like you're at Leipzig and you're playing with somebody at Prague and you're playing, you know, for a couple hours together, it's gonna take a while for the 10 handlings to be finished. But the 10 handlings are just so great, but not in the very, very beginning. That's why you want to have a mix in the beginning, so that way you can still get some progress. You could get the benefits of getting extra 3,000 wollars, which is huge in the beginning, because you really need the wollars in the beginning, especially because you need to unlock gates. You need to unlock, gates mostly. Gates are the main thing to unlock in the beginning of an airport. All right, we're not gonna push this one back because I want to show you guys, because we're gonna assign this to somebody. Giacomo said, hi, should I take London Heathrow with golden planes? I'm in a new account and you only have Innsbruck and Bari. Well, nice. You have Innsbruck and Bari, so that's awesome. I got different opinions. It really depends upon what you want to do. I think LHR is a great airport, period. I think it's a great airport, but it might be a good idea too, because you're gonna have to play LHR to unlock the next airport, right? So anytime World of Airports has added a new airport, you've had to play the previous airport in order to unlock it. So, except there was one exception, which was St. Martin, which they gave to everybody for free if you played World of Airports before that. But other than that, if you didn't play World of Airports before 2.0, then you had to play Leipzig. You have to play Leipzig, right? You have to play Leipzig all the way to level 55 to unlock St. Martin. So LHR might be a good idea, so you can start to play some of the new airports that are released. If that's what you want to do, that's a cool idea. LHR is also a nice big airport, so you're gonna get quite a few silver planes from handling planes. Now, what I would probably say is you might want to unlock like Muscat or St. Martin. St. Martin's very cheap, but St. Martin is kind of a grind to get to the level to unlock London Heathrow. It took a while for me, at least. This camera's doing some weird things, man. So it's really up to you. Unlocking a big airport like Muscat, Leipzig, or London Heathrow, a big airport that's later on, is probably a good idea, because that'll help you with getting contracts, getting more planes, doing all those things. The only problem right now is we don't know when the next airport's going to get released. But then again, you have 76 levels right now to go through before you have to worry about it. And it took me like 2 months, maybe a month. I forget how long, but it took me definitely more than a month to get to max level at LHR. So I would say it might not be a bad idea to unlock it. Yeah, so you see all these player connections. Oh yeah, Mexico Ball. Here's your plane, bro. Right? This is the one you're talking about? Martianosaurus Rex. I like your name. You're struggling to get silver planes. Any tips? The biggest tip I have is it's the same tip that I'm giving to people to level up. It's just to have a good mix of non-player planes and player planes. Now, once you're like beyond level 40 on an airport, I might even say beyond like level 30 in an airport, you're then at that point, you could be better off just focusing on player planes, but planes are the way to go. And you're doing player contracts, gives you that XP right off the bat. So let me show you this, right? Hammy here. Hammy, do you want my plane to your Muscat? What's up, Pixelistic? Mark, please do not spam. All right, so that's going on. Okay. Go to my planes. I think if I see it here, yeah, we can still see the rewards here. So look at this 789, right? They're both going to the same airport. This one's going to Muscat, this one's going to Muscat. But this one's going on a random arrival. This one's going on a player contract. So in the beginning, when you're in the beginning stages of leveling up an airport, this is a great idea. Or if you're like a more casual player, maybe you're playing once a week or less. That way you're not holding up another player's contract capacity, right? Because contract capacity is limited. For when you're sending a contract, both players are using a capacity for that plane. So this contract over here is to a player. I get 643 silver planes and 98. All I gotta do is handle this plane 10 times. We both have to handle it 10 times. If I handle this plane over here 10 times, I get 16, 25, 30, 32. So if I handle this, the random plane that's going to Muscat, if I handle this plane 10 times for the first time, I'm only gonna get, what is it, 32 XP. Compare that to this 98 XP, it's way better. Now, over time, this is gonna be exactly the same. So this is gonna be a great contract in the future, but that's why I say this is great for beginning versus first starting off, or for people who don't play a lot, or people with big fleets. It's another thing. So yeah, that's that. I am going to push that one back, and we're going to switch airports again. So now we're going to go to an airport that I don't have any levels in. So we're going to go to, let's go to Bari. I got one level at Bari. Or what do you guys want to see? You want to see Bari or Nagoya? Gordon Ramsay's grinding St. Martin. Any tips? We'll go to St. Martin real quick. St. Martin's tough, man. It's a grind. Because especially if you don't have the premium pass. I don't have the premium pass here at St. Martin. So the hardest part with this is that I run into handling crew limits all the time. And I only have 22 contract capacity. So it's really hard for me to handle all these large and medium planes at the same time. So what I try to do now is I try to not put the maximum handling limit except on my L planes. My L planes I'll put the maximum because I need them in and out as fast as possible. But really, if you can unlock the premium pass, that's going to help you so much. Actually, let me unlock it. Yeah, unlock the premium pass, and then, this DHC6, claim it, sell it. Sell it. Where'd it go? There it is. claim it, and sell it. The wrong button, sorry. 9,000 wollars. So that's gonna be good, because that will get you another stand. So another stand's gonna get, you know, you more handling crew, more contract capacity. Unlock these small stands. Also, you know, try to get a lot of small planes from people who are playing Washington. There are a lot of players that main Washington Airport, and I'm sure they'll be happy to send you some small planes to your St. Martin. So that's another good idea. Let's look at the contract. Look at this, another 16,000 wollars. AT-43. I'm gonna sell this one too. We're gonna go into fleet. We're gonna go to offers. We're gonna go right here, claim it. And the reason why is if you go into the settings and you go to reference destinations, you can't send this anywhere. You can't configure small planes, so you can't add any extra distance, but you can only really send it over here. It's short distance, and it's gonna take you a way long time to make that money back, to make 15,300 wollars on this plane. You're gonna have to send this plane 30 to 40 times on a contract. Granted, you get XP, you get handling for that, but I would much rather use that contract capacity on a player contract so we can get some silver planes and XP. So sell that. Boom. Now I'm at 50,000 wollars. So now I can even, let's go to construction. Now I could buy an X stand. I can buy an L stand. I can buy some more small stands here. Let's continue looking at the premium pass. The premium pass was only 20 gold planes too. So it's not a ton of gold planes. You can get that in 2 or 3 weeks, you know. I do have a DHC6 Mexico ball at St. Martin, so you get a premium, you get a livery, which is nice. All right, you get extra handling crew. The AT-76 is not a bad plane, so that's pretty cool. I get wollars. Then you start getting into the good planes, you know. The E-170 is a great plane. You could send that to Washington. So I'm gonna go ahead and claim that. We're gonna go ahead and also go into fleet here. We're gonna go to offers. We're gonna claim it here, and let's clear it to land. What account is this one? Oh, right now we are. Oh, what's up, David? David Elio. This one is Phat Airlines today. I wanted to show people what's the best way to like level up and do things. So on my Phat Airlines account, oof, that was a bad landing. On my Phat Airlines account is like my casual account, so I haven't really leveled up too much on this account on all my airports. Even, you see, I'm level 17 here at St. Martin, so I got a long way to go. A long way to go to 57. Duck is taking a break from WOA. It doesn't feel the same after buying LHR. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta like grind it out, right? It's better to grind it. All right. So what was premium pass? Let's keep looking at the premium pass. You get extra contract capacity, so that's gonna help me be able to take on more contracts, more wollars. That's always nice. Another AT-76, an E-190, but this E-190 could be used at any airport. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save up this E-190 because I like small planes better at St. Martin. Except for, you know, the ones that are locked to St. Martin, and I'll use those because, like, if you look over here later on, you get like this B734 that can only be used at St. Martin. So those are the planes I'll use at St. Martin. But otherwise, I'm gonna save this one for use at London Heathrow when I unlock it. What else we got? An AT-75F. Should I sell this one? I don't know. But at this point, you know, I think my point is kind of coming across where it's like you can get the premium pass, you can sell some of the planes that you can't send to player destinations. You could sell this AT-75F, you could sell the AT-76, you can sell the DHC6. Use those wollars to get you more contract capacity, so that way you can take on more player contracts. Don't take on too many L contracts at St. Martin. Take on as many small contracts as you can. Medium contracts are not bad either, but the thing with mediums is that they're still, they have to backtrack on the runway, right? So they land, they go this way, they turn around, and then they come up. You know, large planes are even worse because they have to go all the way down and then they backtrack over here. So that backtracking just takes some time. But by selling your planes immediately, you get that nice extra, you know, wollars, which you can use to unlock more gates or maybe even buy a plane. Like I got 66,000 wollars here. Can I purchase a plane? Can I purchase an E170? Do I even have the E170 unlocked? I don't. What do I have unlocked? I have a B463, a CRJ. I might want to unlock the E19, E170. But yeah, you could then purchase a small plane that would be able to actually get to Washington, or the player, you know, to a player destination, so you can get the player rewards from the 10 handlings. So that's St. Martin for you. Do you think that the Concorde would be more expensive than the current one remodeled? That's their current trend, so I don't know why they wouldn't do it after it's remodeled. Same with the Comet. Once they remodel that, I expect it to go up in price too. Actually, how much is the Comet, right? Mario Fancy, can you handle my plane, Phat? What's your username, man? Alright, so we're at Bari Airport where I got 2.7 million. Guys, this is my free-to-play account too, by the way. So you can get this much money for free. Oh, by the way, I got 10,000 silver planes, so I can get the 10 gold planes. So actually, what was I doing here? Contracts. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you what I do to level up. So first off, these are event planes, right? I accepted these event planes when we had these events happening every day at midnight Prague time. The daily events reset, so make sure you go in and just accept the event planes when you can on airports that you have unlocked. I know you can't accept event planes on airports you don't have unlocked, but go into the airport you have unlocked, accept the event, and go in there. Oh yeah, I wanted to see how much is the DH64 medium locked. Yeah, so I would expect this plane also to go up in price. You know, when you think about it, like the B778X is almost as expensive as the DH64. Anyways, that's the main thing, is make sure you accept these event planes. Easy XP. Your events are at 6 a.m. Well, if you look at the clock on your main menu on World Airports, you will see at Prague time it's always at midnight. It could be a different time in your time zone. For me, it's 6 p.m. Local time, but it's always at midnight Prague time. I know that I referenced the Prague time because it could change, right? You got some places have daylight savings time, some places do not, so that can cause a hassle. The only look at all these event planes I have unlocked, all these L planes. This is the bad thing for me, at least. It's gonna be bad. I have all these event planes that are L planes, so now I need to make sure that I get them all to land. So I have a little bit of a backlog, but it's no problem. They're gonna all land. Sorry to fleeting negligence. Who's Levine? 55. Ooh, an Alitalia City Liner. 2% honey. That's a cool looking plane. Now, it's really tough in the beginning to get all the handling crew, right? So I think I messed up by putting maximum crew on this medium plane. You don't need to have maximum handling crew on your planes. The only time you can always add more crew. It costs you a little bit of wollars, but you can always add more crew if things are getting behind. I would only put maximum on my L planes, and I probably wouldn't handle 2 L planes at the same exact time. I would stagger them. So I would, at Bari, I would have an L plane land, then I would have a few mediums and small land, and then I would have another L plane land. That way you're not tying up so much handling crew all at once on 2 L planes at the same time. But as I said earlier, in my opinion, it's much better to have a bunch of planes on the ground at their gate waiting to be handled than it is to have a bunch of planes in the air waiting to be handled. At least you can start handling it as soon as the handling crew opens up. So you see here, the handling crew opened up. I can go ahead and assign 4 plus 1 for the ramp agent, and boom. So it is very slow in the beginning. That's why you want to have the events, accept the events as they come in. And you also want to do some, your own fleet. Now, at Bari Airport, we don't get our first fleet plane until level 6. So you definitely want to accept this contract right here. You want to accept this DH8D contract at level 3. And maybe ask for a few smaller medium contracts from other players. I would not advise on having too many L plane contracts, especially in the beginning levels. I have all these L contracts from events coming in that I need to handle. And the problem with the L planes is they land, they go all the way down here, and then they have to taxi all the way to like the middle of the airport. So it's quite a taxi for them. Oh, Hammy, I sent you a request to your Muscat if you want to set my B789 from my Leipzig on Phat Airlines. Mario fan, what's up, man? My username right now, I'm playing on Phat Airlines. I have 3 accounts. My first account is my main account, which is the Phat Rican. That is my main account. That account I play every single day. I play London Heathrow. I play Washington daily. I play also Muscat and Leipzig frequently, which is like almost every other day. And I'm also playing San Diego on the Phat Rican almost every other day. Sometimes every day. So those are my main airports. I also play a little bit of St. Martin. I also play a little bit of Nagoya in between those airports. Then I have Phat Airlines. That's the account that I'm on right now. Phat Airlines is my free-to-play account. This account, I'm actually maining Muscat right now, and I'm playing San Diego every once in a while. I max level on San Diego, so now I'm focusing on another airport. This is my free-to-play account, so I don't buy any gold planes. I just use the silver plane conversion. So once you get 10,000 silver planes, which I have right now, you can go into the shop and convert your 10,000 silver planes for 10 gold planes. Always do this as soon as you're able to. This is the best use for your silver planes. And this has a 1 week cooldown. 168 hours is 1 week, 7 days. So it has a 1 week cooldown. You can only do this once a week. So you want to do that as soon as possible. That way you get 10 extra gold planes, and it just helps a lot. Yeah, that one event plane brought me from level 1 to level 3. Now I know we don't get event planes all the time, but it's always the point I'm trying to get across is, even if you're not playing World of Airports, log in, look to see what event planes are coming in, accept the contract for those event planes, and then log out. Come back when you're actually able or willing to play. But now I got 3 extra handling crew, and I get this DH8D contract. So in a new airport, you're going to want to use that contract. I got plenty of contracts here already, so I don't have to worry too much about that. That's because I wasn't a player before 2.0, so I think I transferred in a bunch of contracts or something along those lines. But ultimately, that's just the way you kind of want to play this, is coming in here, handling these planes, and then if you're in a brand new Bari airport, you know, you're gonna reach a point where you just don't have any planes coming in. At that point, go back to Innsbruck. You got planes over there with handling. You can get some silver planes that'll help you get the 10 gold planes, you know? Is Phat Airlines discount more casual? It's the most casual, yeah. Like Hammy said. Yo, Joe Tape, thank you for subscribing. Mario fan's gonna send me a 737 from watching the St. Martin. Nice. Looking for passenger connections to Washington. Says Suziman plays. Hammond's still a mod. That's what the wrench is next to your name. Phat behind chat like always. Yeah, it's YouTube though, so YouTube it's harder for me to chat. I'm not scrolling up. Thank you, Joe Tape. Joe Paulo Brazil. How we get so much money? It's really from your own fleet planes. That's really the secret. My secret is having a bunch of fleet planes. Now, before 2.0, a lot of this money was made before 2.0, but you see all these planes that I have to transfer in. I got 3 DH-8Ds, 1 A306, 2 B463Fs, 5 B463, 1 CRJ9, 3 789, 5 E190s, 3 B752s, 2 AT76s, 6 B752s, and 2 E190s. You know, I don't have all these planes right now active in my airport, but if you look back into this video, you'll see in the beginning of the stream that a player plane, a fleet plane, your own plane, is going to make you way more money than a regular plane. We did a plane from UPS Airlines that was going from San Diego to Louisville, and that plane was making us about $850. Then I bought an A306F, the same exact model. Can't configure a cargo plane, so it has the same exact configuration, right? And my A306F made $2,700. Compare that to the 850, like that's 3 times as much for the same one handling. So that is the best way. It's harder at first, but World of Airports made it a lot easier now to really get your own fleet going. All you gotta do is buy a premium pass. And I know that might be hard for everybody because you need to play to get the silver planes up and all that. But once you start playing a little bit and you get the silver planes and you get the player contracts going, I mean, look right here. If I unlock this premium pass, I get an AT76 right away. Even the AT76 will make you more money than one that's coming in from a random arrival, another player, or from another airline. You know, the DH-8D, same thing. Even though it's a smaller plane, so the difference isn't going to be like 800 to 2,700, but you are going to make more money on your own plane. What did you miss, Hammy? Not much. We went to Leipzig. We talked about contracts there. I told people how that you should unlock terminals, or I had to unlock a terminal, but I told people you should unlock gates so that we get more handling crew and more contract capacity. I sold some planes at St. Martin to kind of show how to level up faster at St. Martin, because in the beginning, right, that DHC6 isn't really that useful, and it's going to take you way longer to make profit on that plane, because that plane actually is going to only give you like $100 per flight, so it's going to take you way longer to make the money back from that plane instead of just selling it. Unless you want to have a bunch of planes in your fleet, that's cool, you can do it, but if you sell it, you get a lot more wollars for it. The same thing with the AT-43. I sold that right away and I got like, what, 19,000 wollars, or I forget what it was, but I got a good amount of wollars for that, which helped me unlock more stands, including being able to afford another L stand, which then lets me do more contracts. So we were just talking about St. Martin and leveling that up. It is quite a grind to get all the way to the level that you need in order to unlock LHR, but it can be worth it, you know? Where are we at? An hour and a half. Okay. Do you guys have any other questions? Let me know in the chat if you got questions about, you know, World of Airports or things that I can answer. You know, maybe even with specific airports, we can go to that airport. But right now, I am just... Uh-oh. Nice. I forgot that I was manually handling that plane. So what I did was I just added more crew to kind of reduce the timers left over. And then I added the ramp agent so that way I don't make this plane more delayed and it can still finish on time. Because the one thing with the event planes is you must handle that event plane on time. If you don't handle that event plane on time, you don't get any rewards. You know, you click on the contract card, you flip it over, and you go to rewards. You see how the boxes are in green? You only get the green boxes as the rewards if your contract finishes in the green. So with only one contracted handling, you must finish in the green in order for you to get the reward. If you don't finish it on time, you're gonna end up in the red and you don't get anything. It's very sad. I have a post on Instagram with the message that you see when you fail it. It makes me feel bad. All right, just want to make sure you guys are clear who's sending me requests on this account. This is my casual account. I don't really play a lot on this account. I don't even know if I want to accept your contract request yet because I don't play Bari at all. I'm playing Muscat on my Phat Airlines account. So if you want to send me a plane, I would say send it to Muscat. We'll go to Muscat in a few minutes once we get these L planes landed. I'm not going to handle these L planes. I just want them to land and get to the gate. So that way the next time I come to this airport, they can be handled. Now, I know what I just said a few minutes ago. Don't land your L planes back to back, but I'm doing that right now so that way I can get them to their gates. Suziman Aviation says, did you see my Sydney layout prediction? I think I did. Hemi said, I think you should ramp up St. Martin on Phat Airlines if you want to unlock LHR by playing the game. I think I just unlocked the premium pass actually while you were away on stream here. So I did unlock the premium pass at St. Martin, which I think is going to like change the way I play St. Martin. Like now I got so many more planes. I got so many more I got 4 more handling crew, which is a lot. That's another small plane you can handle at the same time. So I think I might ramp up St. Martin as well. But I do want to do Muscat because Muscat got some nice rewards in that progress rewards. What is a profitable large plane in terms of wollars and silver planes? What's up, M Knight, M Knight B, and M Knight TB? So one of the overwhelming suggestion from the community is to get the 77W. It's probably the best bang for your buck. There are other great planes out there as well, but the B77W just based on a bunch of like, you know, Excel spreadsheets and just people using them, is just top of the line. Yo, what's up, Roloff? You're looking at Twitch instead of YouTube. I'm sorry about that. On the first Saturday of the month, we do a YouTube stream. You know, we started off on YouTube. A lot of people were asking me, why'd you stop streaming on YouTube? There's a couple reasons why. One of my main reasons is I was doing streams so often that they ended up just being like gameplay. It was me hanging out with chat and still, you know, talking with you guys, but it was more gameplay, which is not what my channel is about. You know, I do answer questions and stuff like that, but I wanted, you know, the YouTube replays, live stream replays are available like forever. You know, they're always available on YouTube, and you can go back at any time. So what I decided was to move over to Twitch, where we got, you know, the stream avatars, we got drops, we got a whole lot of other interactive and fun things. We got basketball, right? So we have all those cool fun things that we can't do on YouTube because YouTube doesn't have the integrations for that yet. We moved over to Twitch. People were asking, why did you stop YouTube? So I made the decision to do a YouTube stream once a month on the first Saturday of the month. And that's where we talk about a certain topic, so that way it's good for people to rewatch in the future. You know, today we're talking about some tips on how to level up your airports, some tips on how to get wallers, and some tips on just to improve your game experience. You know, most of the tips right now is mostly about getting contracts, right? You want to get your own fleet plane to get more wallers. You want to get more player contracts if you want to get more XP, if you want to level up faster. You want to, what else? You want to sell some of the small planes or planes that you don't intend on using. For me, I would say sell all the planes that can't go to player destinations. You know, I like sending my planes off to other players because then you can get the 10 handling contract immediately to get the maximum rewards. If you're a more casual player or if you have a lot of planes, you might also want to send some on the random contract, so that way you can just keep having that plane coming in and out. The only thing is, for that same 10 handlings, it's going to take you a lot longer to get the rewards as it does when you get the player contract. So that's something to keep in mind. I mean, I could also say, well, I don't have the mini games turned on, but that's another way. Let's park one of these planes. I can't park one of these planes. I always put the maximum on the largest planes in the airport. Always put the maximum crew. All right. Good. We're gonna follow this plane and we're gonna park, because parking is another way you can get XP. It's only 1 XP, so it's more beneficial in the beginning of the airport than it is at the end. But if you have the time, it's a cool little mini game. Even de-icing is easy. It's really easy to do de-icing. The only thing with de-icing is you probably want to have your approach manager on, your departure manager on, and your ground manager on while you're de-icing. That way the planes could still be arriving, departing, and pushing back. Right now I'm on Phat Airlines roll-off, because you know, this is the account where I'm not high level on most of my airports, so I wanted to show people, you know, ways that I'm getting levels. You know, we redeemed a bunch of planes. We had a bunch of contracts that were complete at Leipzig, and I gained like 2 or 3 levels there. I gained a few levels. I unlocked a few more stands at St. Martin. I think I gained a level at St. Martin too. You know, all those things. Level 7. Look at that. And I think, you know, the planes that I handled today were just from like, you know, maybe like 7 days of events. You know, some of these planes you got 3 on one day. Like this plane right here came with 2 other Air Baltic planes as well. Defoe is an expert when it comes to the fleets. If you hit random arrivals, you'll see a bunch of his planes if you keep doing that constantly. So Defoe said you earn back your investment in 7 days versus 10 days with the 77LF compared to the 77W. Thank you, Defoe. Yeah, I know. They have Excel spreadsheets. If you look at the World of Airports Discord, which you can gain access to by clicking on the Discord link in the game. But if you look at the World of Airports Discord, there's a bunch of there's a research channel which you can look at, and you can see what people have done when it comes to like spreadsheets and calculating things. Me, I like doing some things hands-on, so that way I can see how it actually feels. But most of the times it feels the same way as what the spreadsheet says. All right, so the parking mini game is another way to get XP, but you do need to get the 100% straight. You have to get it 100% aligned, and you have to have the line stopped correctly. So once you have the plane mostly aligned, you want to make sure you keep the angle. So you want to make sure like the back wheels are about evenly spaced, and then you hold both to stop. So you can hold, you could tap. What I like to do is tap, so that way it's easier to stop it at the right time. I usually tap both left and right. I don't hold it. I usually tap, so that way it moves more subtly instead of holding it where it moves a lot more faster. Also, don't forget, every like 5 to 10 minutes, this helicopter lands at Bari now. This is new. I forget which update this came out, but very recently. This is brand new. So you click on the helicopter, you get an achievement, and you get 50 wollars. So don't forget. Yo, Breeze, long time no see. Nice to see you, man. Special Dancer, what's up, man? Yo, what's up, Isaac? How to reset World of Airports? I don't think there's a way. You might be able to like reach out to World of Airports on their support email address, which I think is support@flyboys.games. If you look at the World of Airports Discord, there's a link in the the email on the bug reports channel. But I don't think there's a way to reset your airport or your game. What I do is I just create a new account. The foe's in the house. I know. I'm so glad he's here, man. It's like I feel special because he's here. All right, let's switch airports again. I'm going to go to my main airport now, which is Muscat. And that's where we're going to finish off. We have an event plane here too, which is nice. And we're going to check my contracts. I got an event plane. I got some reward planes, which I'll accept later. Do we have any player planes? No player planes yet. Let's roll contracts. Ooh, Hong Kong Airlines. I always hesitate accepting cargo L and X cargo planes at my Muscat, because when you look at Muscat, I'm gonna go to 2D map. You only have 3 stands. These 3 stands right here are the only L and X stands for cargo. So if you have too many cargo planes, it takes me a while to handle all of them. Ooh, I have an A306. Let's land these cargo planes first, actually. Okay, good. I don't have too many. Oh, another tip I mentioned earlier for people who weren't here is once you assign gates to all your planes that you want landed, definitely hire the approach manager. Yes, it's 15 silver planes, but it's a lot more efficient because the approach manager will automatically land your planes for you. So if you're busy, if you get caught off guard, if you're talking to somebody or doing something else outside the game, at least the planes will be on the ground and not in the air. Because even if you don't have enough handling crew, the plane's timers don't start until you start handling the plane. So you can have all the planes on the ground and just wait for, you know, the existing planes that are being handled to be handled. So it's much better to have the planes landed than to have them just waiting in the air. That is a huge tip. I know 15 silver planes might be a lot, but don't forget, you do get 100 silver planes for free every single day. You get that for just logging in, right? You click up here, you click on claim, the claim button that shows up right here. You also get another 100 if you watch an ad, a 30-second ad usually it is. Sometimes I get a 5-second ad, which is nice. But a 30-second ad, which is not bad. You get 100 silver planes. And that's 200 silver planes. And then if you need more than 15 minutes, the first one costs you 15, but the extension costs you 10. And typically, what I like to do is, if I have 30 planes waiting to land, my quick estimation is 1 minute per plane that needs landing. So if it's 30 planes, I'm gonna put 30 minutes. Now, if I always prioritize the player planes first before the non-player planes. So I'm not gonna put 30 minutes on there just yet. I'm just gonna keep an eye out to see when it starts blinking red. When this starts blinking red instead of green, that means that the timer is at less than 2 minutes. What's up, Azrael Fans Productions? Nice to see you. Emmy assigns a gate to all your planes in the big airports. Nice. Use the approach manager, then cycle to work. That way the approach manager is working when I am traveling and exercising. Ah, that's smart. Yeah, that's a good idea, right? You gotta take a shower, log into Worldly Airports, assign all your planes some stands, then put on the approach manager, go take your shower, and then when you come back, the planes will be landed. Or, you know, the more healthy option is what Hammy's saying. Go ahead and, you know, ride your bike. I like that idea. That's a great idea. I do something like that at LHR, where I usually have like 120 or more planes waiting to land on my main account. Actually, we might go there later. But at LHR, I have that many planes, so I set like an hour of approach manager and like an hour of the ground manager. The ground manager pushes back automatically, so I'll just leave my iPad plugged in on my desk, and then I'll you know, I clear all the planes. I give the planes a stand. I assign them a stand, so the approach manager can automatically land them. And then, like, every once in a while, like every 10 minutes, I come to the game. I click on this icon over here, which shows me all the planes that are at their gates and being handled. Sometimes I'll also kind of just do the ones that need attention, and then I'll click through and I'll start, you know, assigning the handling crew, a ramp agent, and then I'll go back to, you know, hanging out with the family. $120 dead, yeah. I got that many at my Washington too, bro. LHR though, I have like 200 player contracts, maybe more. I haven't counted them. A lot. Does anyone got a spreadsheet maybe for the Woapedia planes to check what planes I'm missing and where to find them? That might be in the research, but I'm not exactly sure. Breeze, thanks for stopping by, man. It's nice to see you, dude. I'm glad you're still around. You have a good one too. Thank you. Yeah, the hardest part is just waiting for all these planes to land, man. Especially if you have planes like going to this part of the terminal at Muscat, then the planes will come out through here. Or I think if you have an L plane that's at this side of the terminal, it might exit right here. So essentially the planes spend a lot more time on the runway, which kind of makes it a little bit longer. Alright, where do I want to send this plane? Can I do a giveaway? Yeah, you got it, Hammy. So, alright, plane configuration. Hammy wants this plane, and Hammy gets it. So, plane configuration, we got 736 profit. Now, if we look at the demand, like, I think an A388 can take, you know, I can send an A388 with this demand to LHR. So I'm not worried about like what if I'm gonna go over the configuration. You know, in one of the other configurations I showed you, I had to make sure we were under. This one I'm not worried about. So for this one, I'm only worried about the profit per round trip. So we're gonna go ahead and max out the business, 855. Look at that. If I'm a little less on business, I'm at 26 instead of at 28. I get 889. And there's nothing else that's going to be quite close. First class, 837, 989, 972. And it keeps going lower. So we're going to, next what I'm going to do is the 972. I'm going to put it right there. And let's see if I get anything higher than what was it, 990 something? 989. Nope, 959. Hope. Try this. Nope. So it looks like the best configuration, at least for this route, is just 13 first class, and that's where I get 989. That's just how I usually configure it. I don't know if that's the best way or not, but it's showing me the highest profit for the contract, which makes me happy. Oh yeah, we're at Muscat now, cats. Now normally, I wasn't thinking when I pushed the button for this to take off, but normally I don't rush having the small planes line up. The only time I start worrying about having a queue over here is when I start to have the cargo planes. If you look over there, over here are where the cargo stands are for small and medium planes. So having a small plane waiting for takeoff right there is not like detrimental for me right now, or bad for me right now, but later on it can be. Ooh, so OBS is giving me a multi-stream chat in read-only mode. That's pretty interesting. I gotta think about that. Coffee's done, guys. It's almost done. I got a little bit left. Meek Raven. No, they can't. They're not on YouTube. I do love the 2D map view, man. I use it so much when I'm on. Here's another tip. Use the 2D map view, so that way you can see when planes need to be handled. You know, the planes that have this orange text, those are planes that are just arrived and they're coming to your gates. You'll see eventually those planes, even like this one, those planes are going to turn into yellow planes. We'll talk about that once it turns yellow. You got this light blue plane, which is a non-player contract, similar to how this is like a light blue on the right hand side of this non-player contract right here. The darker blue are for player and fleet planes. So those are any fleet planes or player planes that are in your airport. So you can kind of tell at a glance, you know, which planes are which kind of planes. Then once this plane has this chocks put on, you'll see it'll turn yellow. Any planes that are yellow essentially tell you that they need some kind of action on them. So right here, you got Furious Brain. Needs a handling crew. So we're gonna go ahead and assign the handling crew. Then it goes from yellow to it's blue again. Same thing with this A388. And then once planes are ready for pushback, and we'll show you that in just a second, because we got 3 minutes on this guy. $11 minutes over there, 7 minutes over here, 11. Where my other timer's at? 8. Oh. We're gonna have to wait 3 minutes before I can show you what the planes that are taxiing look like. 5 minutes, 14. Yeah, having L and X planes, like for arrivals, they take a while to handle, so you need to have some time. But I'm telling you, even 15 minutes is you can get a lot done in 15 minutes. You can get, you know, one set of planes handled. If you're only playing for 15 minutes though, you probably want to schedule all the planes to land on. Let me show you on the 2D map. You probably want to schedule all your planes to land on this side of the terminal, or maybe even right here, instead of having them taxi all the way over here. I do it this way, so that way I'm usually not in a rush when I first start playing. It's more when I'm trying to finish, is when all the planes finish handling. You sent a casual A388, nice. Oh, here we go. I got some player contracts here from David. Thank you, David. Polmical Captain. I don't know how to say that, but thank you for those contracts. We'll accept that here for sure. You know, like I said earlier, this account, Phat Airlines, is my casual account, but I am focusing on Muscat. I want to get some more levels here at Muscat. I probably will unlock the premium pass very soon. I just got to think about it. Actually, do I need to think about it? 5 extra capacity, 5 extra handling crew, 10 handling crew, 15 handling crew for 60 gold planes. Maybe. But yeah, I want to get all the way to the end. Especially like right here where you get 5,000 silver planes. Like, that's really nice. Another 5,000 over here. Another 5,000 over here. Like, Muscat got some good rewards. I know, like, San Diego didn't have like the greatest rewards, which was a little sad. But Hey, I'm max level there now, so I don't have to play it as much. Is this an event plane? Yes, it is. Do I have any more event planes? No. Okay. Yo, see you later, made to move. See you. Thanks for hopping into chat, and thanks for being here, man. I know you're also on Twitch too, so I appreciate you being on both places every Saturday. Alright, cool. So yeah, all the orange text means it's a plane that's arrived and is going to its gate. You got yellow, which means that it needs attention. Doesn't mean it means it needs some kind of attention. And then you got another one for when the plane is departing. You see this plane right here, it needs attention, it needs to be pushed back. And now we got a new blue text. Blue stands for the planes that are departing. So that's why I love the 2D radar, because you could see at a glance a lot more about what's happening in your airport. You could see when planes are landing. You could see when planes need to line up or waiting to depart. You can see when planes are about to be ready for handling soon, because you can see they're at their gate, but they're not quite done yet. You could see all the yellow planes instead of having to like cycle through, especially if you don't have all the planes landed already, like I do. You see how I have all these planes waiting to be landed? Going into the 2D map really helps. Yo, what's up, Mini Hockey? What's up, Kamikaze? What's up, Transport Vlogs? Sold. Buy the premium pass. Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're so right, Hammy. We're gonna do it. I'm telling. I tell people, even the free-to-play people, it just makes a lot of sense to get the premium pass. You know, at this point, right? I get 500. I'm gonna do silver planes first, so it's 500. Now, I started at 800 silver planes, right? Do I get any more silver plane rewards? I don't think I have any more. But that's alright, because later on, I'm not too far from 5,000. So, like, all I gotta do is get level 46, and I get another 10 gold planes equivalent, you know? Not too bad. We get 5,000 wollars. That's 10. 15. 20, 25, 30, 34, 500, 39, 58, 62, 66, 500, 70, yeah, 90,000 wollars right there. And then handling crew, we get 15 handling crew, so that's pretty awesome. Get 5 contract capacity, 5. We got 10 handling crew so far, 10 contract capacity, 15 handling crew, 15 contract capacity. So yeah, definitely worth it. You know, I'm telling people, the premium pass is where it's at. You get all these airplanes, so if you're in a brand new airport, like you just unlocked Muscat and you get the premium pass, you can sell this DH-8D for wollars, right? Because I don't think, let me see where it can go. Let's see where it can go. Because this might be a plane that I also want to sell for wollars. So you get the DH-8D, you have to claim it. Then you go to my fleet, you go to small. We're gonna go into settings and we're gonna go right here to reference destination to see where it can go to. For me, I like planes that can go to playable airports. The closest playable airport is Bari, and this plane cannot go there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into the this menu right here, turn the card around and sell it. An extra 29,000 right there. Boom. And there you go. You know, not only do you get an extra 29,000, which is like another a terminal, or you know, 3 or 4 more stands for you, or two 2 or 3 more stands for you. It's such a huge benefit right there. And then the AT-76, another plane that you could sell in the beginning because that can't go to any destinations. The B-463, I like this plane, but I don't think it can go to any destinations either. So like those 2-3 planes right there is a huge jump start to your airport and will help you level up fast. Now, as you get into the later levels, you want to keep those planes because those planes will give you a lot more wollars. Even the original planes, they'll give you a lot more wollars than any other non-player planes. But the immediate reward of getting the wollars is such a huge thing in the beginning of an airport. You know, now I have 3.5 million. Like, I didn't really have to sell those. I could have just put them in my airport and handled them enough times so that way they can make, you know, that 18,000 wollars back. But I didn't want to, so I just sold them. What's up, Flight Sim Fun, Boeing fan? Matrix is heading out. See you later, man. Solar says, I hope this hasn't been asked. I came on late and watching from the beginning. Is it good to buy small planes and sell them when you're ready to upgrade the fleet, or save up to buy big planes? Yeah, it depends. I mean, most of the times now I'm recommending you sell your planes. Don't sell the large planes. You want to keep those. Don't sell the medium planes. You want to keep those too. But the smaller planes, you can definitely sell them to help, you know, jumpstart your airport for sure. What's up, Aura Wellness Center, Norway? Value made up with 15 contract capacity and 15 handling crew. Yeah, for the premium pass for sure. Yep, you got that right. And which also means more planes I can handle at the same time because of the handling crew, and more contracts I can accept, which means more silver planes coming to me if I get a lot more player contracts, or if I buy more or add more planes into my fleet, then I can send more contracts to other people, which also means more silver planes, which then helps me get the 10 gold planes every single week. So it's great. Will the speed up button return? I don't think so. Everything is now done with the handling crew, so I don't think the speed up button is going to return. You know, the handling crew, let's see, I have one of these planes. Here we go. No, this plane. You know, you can speed up your plane by not assigning max handling crew, and then you can add additional crew later on. It's not quite the same as the speed up button before 2.0, but with the 2.1 update of the tower manager, it's a lot more forgiving. I don't know if that's the right word. No, you don't really need the speed up button as much if you have the approach manager turned on and the ground manager turned on, because the ground manager will just push the plane back as soon as it's done. Oh, and the ramp agent. So you want the approach, you want ground, and you want the ramp agent. If you have all three of those on, the approach will make sure more planes are landing, so that way you can handle them as soon as they arrive. The ground manager will push them back. Well, the ramp agent will make sure that the planes are automatically being handled. Each of the services, the next service that needs to be used is used. And then the ground will make sure that your planes will push back as soon as they're done being handled. With all three of those services, all you gotta do is come in here, assign some handling crew every once in a while, come back, 30 minutes later, or in my case, right, I don't have ground right now, but if I were to have ground, I would come back 15 minutes later, and I would have a new round of planes to handle, But you can add additional crew. That's if you don't assign the maximum crew at the beginning. And when you're beginning in an airport, you probably don't want to always assign the max crew. There's a couple of reasons for that. The first reason is if you don't have enough equipment to handle your plane, then your plane might get delayed. So by having the add crew option, you can kind of make up for the lost time that was spent waiting for equipment to become available. If you already have the maximum crew, then there's no way to really recover, because you do get an alert when the plane is behind schedule. But if you have the maximum crew on that plane already, you can't really do anything about that alert. Have you transferred in all fleet planes from 1.5? No. I'm thinking like one of these days, I'm like expecting World of Airports to tell us like your last chance to get all your planes back. But no, look at here. I got all these planes here still. I have been slowly transferring them in though, here and there. Which plane should you lock for first, the 788 or 78X? I like this. Well, I like them both. The 788 is cool because it's cheaper, and it's pretty affordable as far as the wollars go. So you could like use it in an airport really quickly. Whereas the 78X is a lot more expensive, so it's gonna take you a while before you can, like, especially in a new airport, it's gonna take you a while before you can actually use it in your airport. It depends on what stage you are in the game, but for you, Hammy, you're mostly like max level on all your airports. 78X would probably be good for you. Alrighty guys, so you see the blue text, look at all these yellow planes. I need to push back. Any other questions, guys? So this is like last call, because we're about to end the stream here. You know, we talked about how to level up. You know, I got a few, you know, tips for you guys. Get some fleet planes. That has not changed. You want to get some fleet planes because your fleet planes will make you more money than your non-fleet planes. You want to sell your planes, small planes that you get in the premium pass or in the regular pass. Especially if they don't go to player contracts, you want to definitely sell those, so that way you can get some wollars in the beginning of your airport and use those wollars to unlock stands, so that way you can get more contract capacity and more handling crew, which then you can then handle other contracts, right? Let me see are these UPS planes back yet? My cargo planes back? 20 minutes. I don't know if I have 20 minutes. We'll see. What else did I mention? You know, especially like at St. Martin, selling those initial small planes is so good, because St. Martin, you don't have a lot of handling crew to begin with. You know, you might also want to consider getting the premium pass. The premium pass is just so great, especially as you get to the later levels, because like we saw in Muscat, we see it every single airport really. Maybe not in Washington, but Washington is different. But in most of the airports where it's like the silver plane, the gold plane costs 80 gold planes or less, you're making that money back just in permanent handling crew alone. Don't forget, you also get wollars, you get planes added to your fleet that you don't have to unlock and you don't have to pay wollars for. You get contract capacity, which is permanent as well. You also get liveries. A premium pass is just so good. You need to get that in like all your airports as soon as you can, especially since when you look at the later levels, look at over here, right? I get 4,000 silver planes. That gets me 60 or 40% of the way to getting the 10 free gold planes in the week. What else do you want to do? Look at that. You want to do player contracts, because like we just saw, as you do more and more player contracts, you're gonna finish them up, and once you finish them, you're gonna get silver planes and XP. When you're at the end game, I don't really care too much about XP at San Diego because I'm max level, but the player planes are gonna be so great because you get the maximum reward, the 10 contracted handlings, and you get the maximum reward for that plane and for that contract at those destinations. So that's really key to leveling up fast. And build the fleet, guys. That's one of the biggest things. Let's see if you guys have any questions. Which airport has the best and cheapest premium pass? Probably Prague. Let's take a look at Prague real quick. Thanks for sharing. I watched your vids a lot. It was nice. Keep uploading, Phat. Thank you, man. Yeah, I got like 6 videos in my backlog. I just need to upload them. I need to like finish some of the details. But yeah, we got some videos coming. We've been turning a lot of these streams into videos, which has worked out for me very nicely, because it's like, you know, two birds with one stone. But yeah, look at Prague, 30 gold planes, and let's look at the silver plane reward first, right? 3,500, 3,500, another 3,500. So what is that? 10,500 silver planes right there. So I think of that as 10 gold planes. And then you also get that in the free pass. So that's another 10 gold planes. So like, come on, if you think, well, you're not paying for the free pass. So I don't know if it's fair for me to count that, but I still count that. That's 20 gold planes right there you're earning from leveling up this airport. And then, you look at this, the DH-8D. I don't even know if I would sell this plane at Prague because you can still send this to Innsbruck. You could send this to Leipzig. So I don't know if I would sell that, but it's still an option. You get 4 handling crew. You get liveries. Contract capacity. Another 4. 12 handling crew. I think there's one at the end, right? 12, 16. Like 16 handling crew is going to cost you 45, 90, 135, 145. It's going to cost you 145 gold planes. All right, sorry. 136. Yeah. Oh, wait. It's 10. 145 gold planes to get the same amount of handling crew as what you get from 30 gold planes in the premium pass. So yeah, definitely worth it right there. But I think Prague is probably one of the better premium passes. Washington is way expensive. It's 120, so it's going to take a while for a lot of people to be able to unlock it. But let's see why. 500 silver planes. You got a lot of planes. You got a lot of planes. Contract capacity. Dollars. I think it has to do with the Concorde. Here's 5,000 silver planes. Another 5,000. Concorde. 5,000. Yeah, I think it's the Concorde that made it so expensive. I don't know if Washington is worth it for everyone, because 110 is still kind of expensive, right? But even still, you look at just the handling crew, right? You get 5 right here at level 4. You get another 5 at level 21, so that's 10 total, 15 total. Where else? There should be one more. Yeah, 20 total. 20 handling crew, permanent handling crew would cost you, it would cost you 180 gold planes. So still worth it just on the handling crew. I don't know if, personally, I don't know if the 45 for 5 is worth it, period. But just thinking about it, wanting to handle more planes at the same time, at least the handling crew alone makes it worth it, So yeah. What's up, Bob Jove? We're just answering last call questions here from you guys, as we're about to wrap up this stream. Yeah, Concorde is 1,000 gold planes alone, and you don't have to unlock it to have it in your fleet. You don't have to pay the wollars for it because it's 1.4 million wollars. So I guess if you don't want to have a Concorde in your fleet, you could get the premium pass and then sell the Concorde immediately and get the 1.4 million wollars in your airport. So that way you could buy, 3 A380s or whatever you're interested in, So that is a good point. Good stream, Phat. Thank you, David. What's up, Dorothy? Lord Shadow said Nagoya is a good one too. 30 as well. Yeah, Nagoya. Yeah, that's a good point. Nagoya is a great one too because there's so many L and X stands that you probably actually do want to get the premium pass there, because you're gonna need the handling crew, you're gonna need the extra contract capacity, and the L and X stands are perfect for contracts with other players. So good call on that, Lord Shadow. Flight Sim Fun said I'm saving up gold planes so you have enough to unlock and buy wollars for the new airport that will come. Yet, if you're saving up gold planes, I probably wouldn't suggest buying gold planes for wollars. I would say instead unlock the premium pass and sell your plane, the planes that you earn in the pass for wollars, because like look at this. I mean, one gold plane is 10,000 wollars. That's not a lot, man. And 110,000 for 10 gold planes. You get 10 gold planes in a week, right? If you use the silver planes. So I think these are pretty bad conversions, unless you're buying them. If you're buying them, then you need the stimulus. But then again, it is your game, right? So you do what you want. But I would say save it for the premium pass and then sell the first few planes that you get, so you get some wollars to help build up your airport. Dang it! I just had the. I need to no more cargo planes landing. Let's see how much time do we have here. Definitely not worth it. 45, but I thought I bought it 4 or 5 times at Leipzig. That's funny, man. Yeah, Leipzig, you definitely run into that limit a lot. What I've been doing though at Leipzig is making sure I just assign the bare minimum to handle the planes, plus 1 ramp agent, in order to when I'm assigning handling crew to the planes. Okay, how much time was it? 8 minutes. I just want to prove my final point. I know the plane is coming back, and Saroa was mentioning this earlier in the stream. I know the plane's coming back, and it's coming back with a reward, so it might not have the full capacity, but I think they fixed that recently. In the beginning at 2.0, when the plane was coming back from a reward, it wouldn't give you as much wollars as it did originally. So I want to see what we get with let's see what we get with the A306F going to Louisville. Look at this, another contract complete. This is what happens when you have a lot of player contracts. Every once in a while, you just run into one that's finished, and then all of a sudden you're getting all these silver planes. It's really nice, it's really convenient, and it's cool. You know, I like seeing Hammy's playing, I like seeing Mr. K's playing, I like seeing S-Kilb's playing. You know, it actually, you know, it makes me think about them when I see it, but it lets me, like, you know, I haven't seen someone's playing in a while. I'm wondering if they're all right. So it keeps, you know, the connection, even if we're not messaging each other constantly or anything like that. You still, you know, we still kind of get it a little bit. At least we know you're playing World at Airports. It's nice. It was fun and satisfying to watch and see your Phat Airlines account. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I thought it was a good idea to do it today because of the levels. You know, we're trying to level up, so showing all the people that we can level up, not just on my main account but even on my casual account. You know, anybody can do it. You can get silver planes, you can get gold planes. All you gotta do is get a good mix of player contracts and non-player contracts, and then you can unlock the things you want to unlock, you know. I'm gonna wait the 5 more minutes, right? 6 minutes. We're gonna wait the 6 minutes, but after that A306F lands, we're gonna check to see how much money it makes, to see if it's any bigger than the 2,700 we made at the beginning of the stream, and either way, it's still more than 800 that we got from the non-player plane. Can't believe I paid 60,000 wollars for that destination, but I did it for you guys. I did it for the comparison, so that way you could see exactly what I'm talking about. You could see that plane is giving us more wollars than a non-player plane. Even a fleet plane is treated just like a non-player plane. Let's land this plane. One of these days, I'm gonna work on a video on how to get great landings every single time. I'm getting better and better at this. My first tip to myself though is to not look at chat while trying to land planes. That's what I was doing earlier. Was I was reading chat and then trying to land a plane, and yeah, you wouldn't want to be on that plane. Oh, here's another plane that's complete. Special Dancer. 809 silver planes and 189 XP. So, look. I'm hoping that all these examples are just showing you exactly why, you know, even though not all these contracts are complete. Like this one's not complete. This one's going to myself. Nice. This one's not complete. But like, where else are you gonna make 12,000 wollars? Like, there is no L or X plane that isn't your own that's gonna make you 12,000 wollars on one flight. Kind of amazing. Yeah, this contract made I've only sent this plane out what 4 times? I think it's 4 times. Hard to tell. Maybe I sent it more. Yeah, it's hard to tell. But I think I've only sent this out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and it's made me 59,000. Here's a Concorde, nice. Same way you like seeing my planes, I like seeing Phat Airlines planes. Nice. I need to play more. You're right. You're right. It's been busy. It's been busy, but I'm starting to figure things out. And you know, the baby's getting older now too, so he's able to do a lot more without having to like cry all the time. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool being a dad. Different, but cool. And guys, if you like this video, just do me a favor and do me a favor and just like the video. That helps me a lot when it comes to YouTube. So if you're still here, especially if you were here in the beginning of the stream, just give this video a like. That way other people can take a look at it as well. We're probably going to make this video into some shorter videos because not everybody wants to watch a 2.5 video to get all the tips. So that's what we've been doing. But like I said before, we're just waiting for this A306 to come here, which is 2 or 3 more minutes. So we got 2 or 3 more minutes for any of your last minute questions, and I'm happy to answer them. You know, we got people in chat that are also available to answer as well. See you later, Switching Lambos. Thanks for being here. Airport Plane Spot has been here for the past 2 hours. Nice. Thanks for being here, bro. That's appreciated very much. You know, it's hard to do streams when you're by yourself. And it's a lot easier when you guys are here to join me and talk with me, so that it means a lot to me and I like it. Thank you. I mean, I was doing a stream on my on Twitch on the Phat Rican, and I mean, it was fun. I remember 5 years ago I used to do streams and I would be streaming to 0 people. It's tough. So having people here, like, thank you guys. I thank you so much. You've been here since the countdown. Nice. Thanks, Cats. I checked out some of your videos, Cats, last night actually. Not bad. I'm not too into gameplay videos for World of Airports, but I still check them out every once in a while just to see what's going on and how's it going. So cool videos, man. Let's land this plane. So yeah, the landing minigame, mainly I just try to get it censored, and then I start to push the joystick downward a little bit, but not too fast. You gotta remember, you're flying a plane. I wish the pop-up came up for the maintenance point though, right? Because you do get an additional maintenance point, like one whole maintenance point on your checks. So like before, this probably was at 57, and now since I got a perfect landing, it's at 58. This was at 157, now it's at 158. So I wish a little pop-up appeared like you get for the XP when you finish a perfect parking job. I think that would be really nice. Right, so you want to get it centered first, even if you have to bring the plane up a little bit to give you a little bit more time. You cannot land a plane too early, and you can't land a plane too late. If you land the plane too late, the game will actually just force it to land, so you might get a hard landing if you landed too late. But ultimately, get it centered first, and then slowly make your way down. All right, here we go. So it says 0 right now, but what's going to happen is once we claim the reward for that plane, we're gonna get a waller amount. So we'll wait for it to land. We have to wait for it to get to the gate, and then we'll look to see how many wallers we get after that completion. It's not a competition to see who landed or started watching the stream first. It's just nice. It's just nice. Okay, special dancer. This plane is almost is going to be done in 16 minutes. Fortunately, I'm not going to be on stream in 16 minutes. Got the A306F that we're going to land here. So we got to get it centered first. Getting it centered is the first key to a perfect landing, and then make your way down once you are centered. Once you're centered, like, you could ease your way down. Can I unlock all airports just by completing the pass? Yes. All you gotta do, I mean, you just gotta level up. You don't have to have the premium pass. All you gotta do is level up your airport by handling more planes in your airport, and you can get all the airports for free. That's what I did in my. That's what I'm doing on this my Phat Airlines account, the account that I'm playing right now. This is my free-to-play account. So on this account, I'm not buying gold planes. I'm not unlocking any airports by paying gold planes. Even though you can get gold planes now for free, I'm using those gold planes to unlock the premium pass and to unlock plane models and liveries. So yeah, I wouldn't suggest. I don't usually suggest unlocking airports for gold planes, but if you do, make sure it's an airport that's later on in the unlocks. That way you have a chance to unlock you're working on unlocking two different airports. So if you're at Innsbruck, consider unlocking San Diego or Muscat or even Nagoya, so that way you're working on the other half of the airports. But you can definitely unlock everything without having to pay. Cat Sal was the first YouTuber to post about LHR. Yes, I saw that. Got like 3,000 views too, really quickly about it. Bro is back, and we're playing sand, and I'm gone. We're Sorrel. We're just checking out the profit on this plane. So right now it says 0, right? But once we claim the rewards, that 0 is going to turn into another number. So I'm going to see if it turns into 28 or something higher. I know you mentioned before, which we're gonna have to keep an eye out to see if we need to handle it another time to get the actual full amount. But I think they fixed that where this is the full amount. Just want to see what this is. Buff. Let's start handling this. You don't need a stand. Mod version? No, don't download any modified versions of World of Airports. That's how people get banned. You can search for a modified version and it might seem like it'll work, but eventually people don't always want to admit it. But we see people coming in like, help, my game doesn't load. It has this error, and I'm gonna tell you about 100% of the time it's because they tried to download a modded APK. Do not do that, because it'll work for a little bit, but then you're gonna get banned, and you're gonna get blocked from the game. Only use the version from the app stores, whether that's the iOS app store. I know you can't backload on iOS, or the Google Play Store. Don't do any other version. Gonna upgrade the contract. Ooh, 3,300. So that's way more than 2,700. So I'm excited to see what happens in 2 hours, to see what that's at. So we went from 2,700 to 3,300. I wonder now if we have more capacity. Oh, this is 99% capacity, it looks like. So maybe that's what it is. But ultimately, hey, not sure. Well, we're gonna keep taking a look at it, so that way I can give you confirmation. Take a look in the comments below, because I'll let you know in the comments how much more profit it was, if it was more profitable in that third travel time. But guys, thank you so much for joining me here on YouTube. I invite you next Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern, around that time, to join me on Twitch on Phat Airlines, where we do streams every single Saturday and sometimes during the week about World of Airports, where we answer your questions. We play some World of Airports. We give away some contracts as well on stream, and we have a great time. So guys, thank you very much for being here. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you again, and check out my contracts video if you haven't seen it already. I think that's it. Oh, and join the Phat Airlines Discord. Great place for contracts. All right, guys. Peace out. Bye-bye.